All right, so we're getting set up here, running a little bit behind, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the game started up. Again, Maz Mojito here, coming in to Tellus. We've been playing the demo for quite a while. Now that we got the early release, we want to see how this is different from the demo. So we're gonna get in here and give it a try, just starting up the game here. And let's see how it is. Alright, so I don't remember all this. This is new. And the other one just jumped right into a area where you can start crafting. So I just was curious to see what was on the other side. So we're going to start over. So all that stuff that I did in the beginning was not in the demo, so that's a big difference. When you play the demo, you actually start off right here in this area. You don't have to blast away the debris that's actually on the wall, and these machines are pretty much already working. I don't remember the generator having to be set up, so that is definitely something new. So we're gonna go out and take a look. So we're gonna adjust the audio levels a little bit because that storm is pretty loud. So let's go ahead and turn the effects down a little bit and master volume down a little bit. Music, we'll turn that to about 50%. Effects, maybe just a little bit above 50%, so that should be good. All right, so first thing we need to do is build a big beacon. So let's see. As soon as I can figure out where the building menu is, we'll go ahead and do that. How about we just focus on building a backpack first, because I don't have any inventory space. So what I'm wandering around here looking for is ferrite. This. The problem is that it was blending in with the rest of the rocks. And it's really hard to see in this windstorm and lightning and everything. Pretty much all you're gonna hear at this point whenever I'm stepping outside is just the environment. Okay, so now that I have a backpack, I have a little bit more extra space. I should be able to pick up some more things. We need to build a beacon, but I'm trying to figure out how exactly to do that, what the ingredients are. I'm getting hit with this oxygen warning, so I'm gonna see if I can find some oxygen. Okay, so topped off on the oxygen. Like I said, all the oxygen and stuff are here in this box called needs. In the tools, you have a couple resources and stuff. Well, actually, the needs is there, but the tools, I guess, is empty. And the needs, they're both called needs. So it's a little confusing. It says tools on the outside of the chest, but when you actually open it, it says needs. So just know what you're looking at right now. So again, I need to figure out how to build this beacon. Maybe I got to build it here on the workbench. See if I can. There it is. Okay, so I need ferrite, silicate, and some cobaltite. So those are the things that I'm going to be looking for. It's too bad you can't pin these recipes on the side so I can kind of keep track, but I'm gonna go outside and see if I can find some more ferrite, silicate, and cobaltite. Man, it is so hard to see the resources. You really got to get lucky just kind of scanning around and hope something glows. Got ice. Everything that I don't need is around here, so I'm really just trying to find the silicate. Okay, I hope I have everything I need to build this beacon. So we're gonna head back to the base and start crafting. Okay, so we finally got the beacon. Let's just put it down here. This is going to help us find the base, at least the starting base. Because it, like I said, it's really hard to see out there, and you really need something glowing to kind of guide you back to where the workshop is. So my next objective is collect a builder and construct foundation. So if you think it's really hard to see right now, it's extremely hard for me as well. So I'm trying to get out here, get what I need to get, and get back into the lit up crafting room. So I do remember this from the demo. You get plenty of meteor showers in the game. You just kind of get out of the way. Don't get smashed by one. So I do remember to build new things, you have to kind of walk around and look for these PDAs. That unlocks new blueprints. So we're going to see if we get lucky and find the first PDA. So usually the PDAs are at abandoned bases, if I remember from the demo. So we're gonna try going over here to the right, see if we can find the one of the abandoned bases and look for any PDAs. Alright, so this is an example of what the loot boxes look like with the blueprints. So we got a storage box blueprint. This will allow us to build some storage boxes in the workbench. right, so I'm getting low water warnings. I think I have some water, thankfully. I don't have oxygen, so I definitely need to get back to the base. It's easy to get lost in this game. So here's another blueprint box. Oh, actually, it's the same blueprint box, so I did a complete circle. Never mind. So this area is blocked off. There's some kind of invisible wall. I guess this is content that's not available yet. So that is similar to what I experienced in the demo. I'm probably not going to be able to make it back to the base before I run out of oxygen because I'm completely lost. Here's another blueprint box. Oh, there's some oxygen here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take that before I die. And it gives me a little bit of a fighting chance, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all this loot here. Okay, luckily I just got lucky and I see the beacon light on my compass at the top, so I'm gonna head in the direction of the green diamond. I'm probably skipping some steps by building the solar power generator and a workbench this soon, but I haven't had luck finding the blueprints for building the base. I think I got lucky. Here is a box directly to the left of the entrance. It's a flashlight. Okay, never mind. I still need to collect the builder PDA to construct foundation, so I still have to find that. Okay, so obviously I was not paying attention. The builder PDA is on the list of things you can build with this machine, the equipment builder. So I'm going to go ahead and build a flashlight, and I'm going to build a builder PDA to advance the story. Okay, so with the builder PDA, we now have options to build. We got foundations, we got roofs, we got stairs, doorways, everything that you would need to build a base. So we're going to go ahead and get started with maybe just a small 5x5 base. So we're going to need a ton of platinum and ferrite. So that's what we're going to be running around here in the dark looking for. As with most building games, you run out of resources, the resources you need super fast. So most of the time when you're doing building games, a good chunk of your time is spent grinding and getting the resources off the ground. So we got another beacon, or actually another resource here. We got a beacon blueprint. I'm not sure what that does and how that's different from the regular beacon. Maybe it kind of gives you some other colors, but we'll go ahead and learn that. I think I pretty much got all the ferrite over here that I can see. And platinum, there's a lot of magnesite and cobalt and ton of cryo ice everywhere. But I don't need those silicate. I don't need those items, copper, at this moment. So I'm just gonna leave them be, because I will probably have to come back and farm for them. So there's a little alert noise that I've been noticing. I don't really know what that means. Maybe it's telling me there's a blueprint nearby and I'm just missing it. I'm not sure, but I have to keep my eyes open the next time I hear that little sound that is different from the rest of the game. Alright, so I am out of oxygen resupplies, so I'm gonna have to craft some new ones. That means I'm gonna have to go get a ton of platinum and some cobaltite. So we got another loot crate here. This time we got an energy generator blueprint, so that's going to be useful. I know we have one inside the starting base, so at least I'll have a alternative way of supplying power when it is too dark or the sunlight is blocked for the solar panels. So something I do remember in this game, if you have too much stuff and you become too overloaded, you won't be able to move at all. So you have to really be careful and don't be a hardcore loot rat like I usually am. Okay, so I have enough for a 4x4 base. I really want to get to a 5x5, so I'm gonna go out, see if I can get some more platinum, because that's what I'm missing. So this always happens to me. Whenever I need something, I can never find it, but there's plenty of things that I don't need all over the place, which, me being a loot rat that I am, I'm gonna pick everything up, then I'm gonna become over encumbered, and it's gonna take forever for me to get back to my base. Okay, so we are doing really well on ferrite right now. Really need some platinum though. So let's see what our builder here requires. Yeah, 1-to-1. So we really need some platinum right now. And like I said previously, now that I start finding some platinum, I'm over encumbered, so it's gonna take forever to get back to the base. So I think that ringing noise that I hear every now and then is just really a warning that something is getting low on my resource bar. Either oxygen's getting low, food's getting low, or water getting low. So it's just really just a alert charm. So unfortunately there's a dead spot here that I can't build in, giving me an error, so I may have to try to build on this side instead. It might look a little weird hanging in the air like that, but at least I'll have my 5x5. There we go. And I'll just dismantle the other side. It says right click for building menu. I need to figure out how to dismantle though. I may have to use my repair tool. Let's see. Foundation dismantle. Here we go. Nothing's happening. Okay. And meantime, I'm getting warnings about something else. What is it? Food and water, though. So let's take care of that first. We'll have to go inside. So I don't understand what's going on. I can build the wall, but I can't deconstruct it. So I don't know if that's something that's going to be fixed or if I'm just stuck with this extra piece here. Anyways, I'll just keep building my 5x5 and just ignore that for now. Not being able to dismantle that is really bugging me, so I'm gonna try not to look at it. I still need some more resources because I have a 4x5 right now, so that means I'm gonna have to go back out. I got ferrite, so I gotta go back out and hunt for platinum again in this sandstorm. It's a lot better when you're in the base because at least you don't get the noise and the sand and everything, but I look forward to terraforming this place so I don't have to deal with this low visibility environment. Man, this game is really resource heavy as far as oxygen, water, and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, there's a loot crate here. Okay. If you have the option to turn that down and you're just starting off the game, probably a good idea. So I'm too far away from the base, so I take it that my health is probably going to start dropping pretty soon, just because I'm going to run out of oxygen. Or not. I guess when you run out of oxygen, you just die on the spot. So I'll go ahead and respawn. Luckily, I died right in front of the base, so it should be pretty easy to recover the loot. So it looks like you keep all items on death, so that is a good thing. especially given that you're gonna get lost a lot in this game unless you build like beacons everywhere, just so you can figure out how to navigate this place with a bad storm going on like this. All right, so this is a problem. I can't rotate this door all the way. I can only have it facing me. So I don't know if that's on purpose or what. When I do step back a little bit, I can rotate it. No, I can't. So I have to figure out the rotation. I assume that the arrow direction is the way you want the door to face. I don't know if the arrow face is facing me means that it's gonna open out or in. I don't know if it's really hard to get my orientation here. So so we're just gonna put it down like this. If it's backwards, it's backwards. You know, I guess it's just something that I get corrected here. Maybe we'll just step in one level here. Let's see here. Yeah, I really can't tell what's front, what's back. They both. Well, one side has lights on it, so maybe that side is the one that's supposed to go out. How about if I go this way? Okay, I guess this is the way to. This is the one that's for exterior. Okay, we're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back. Okay, so I'm able to dismantle the doors, but not the foundations. Kind of odd. Let's see. I'm gonna try from this angle. No, you can't destruct the target object. I don't understand. At any rate, what's low now? My oxygen's low again, so I have to go top this off. So I'm gonna have to close this back area off, because one thing I do remember is the stair snapping was not very intuitive. Most of the time it's just gonna be red, so I assume that just means you cannot put stairs there. And again, I'm not sure if the lights are supposed to be facing in or out for the walls, but because I can't rotate the wall, I assume that the lights are supposed to be facing in. Okay, so for the purposes of building walls, it seemed like for the walls that have glass on them, you need a ton of silicate. For the walls and ceilings that don't have glass on them, you just need ferrite. So I'm not going to be picking up too much platinum. I'm just going to be focused on ferrite and silicate right now. If I happen to see some platinum, I'll pick it up, but the priority is going to be ferrite and silicate. And I'm already overweight, so we're going to make our way back to the base. I'm gonna have to go back to the base, drop off some of this stuff because I'm getting over encumbered really fast. Makes it really hard to kind of go out and get the resources you need to finish building the base. Got a little bit of ferrite, so maybe I'll be able to build a ceiling or two to complete the little quest off to the side. Alright, so now we know what cryo ice is for, is to get some more water. So we'll pick up a couple more of those because I used the one cryo ice that I had to make some more water. We also know what the aluminum does for you. It helps you make drinking water. So if I see a couple of those, I'll go ahead and pick them up just in case I need to make some more water in the future. So, like I said at the beginning of the game, this game Tellus is all about resource gathering. You're going to spend a lot of time running around on foot looking for certain kind of minerals in order for you to build your base. I'm sure that over time it'll become more efficient to go around and pick up these resources, but for now the only time you can actually see what they are is to get right up on them, put the mouse on them, so that you can get that message of what type of resource that is. Eventually you'll probably be able to figure it out by shape and size and probably color, but starting off with everything being red is probably going to be a little bit of a challenge, at least until you get familiar with how the resources look. And I can never get used to that little buzz that happens. I guess you're supposed to be in a very glitchy environment, so that always shocks me. All right, so I need about, looks like 12 more pieces of ferrite to finish this roof in, plus another 3 for the wall. So I need about 15 pieces of ferrite. Probably gonna leave 1 piece of ferrite out, because what I want to do is have a interior stairwell that goes up to the next level. So I'll probably put that right here, come up, turn, and then that'll leave me room to build a second level. So for now, that'll be the one area that'll be opened up as we continue to go around and look for ferrite to build our base. We don't have any power in the base right now, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna offload some of this extra material I have, if I can, and then start working on getting some more ferrite and finishing out the roof. All right, so we got some good loot chest here, so we're gonna take all this stuff and keep it moving. I was really hoping to find a blueprint in that, but we'll keep looking around. There's quite a few areas that I'm seeing that have iron nodes. So eventually when we are able to craft a mining tool, that's going to come in very handy, especially when we have some recipes to actually take advantage of iron nodes. Okay, so we still need about 4 ferrite to finish the roof, but we're gonna head back anyway. Alright, so with that we have 15 pieces of ferrite. That will be enough for us to finish off the roof. So we're going to head back to the base, finish up the roof, and I think at that point it's going to be a good point in the game for us to stop for now, and then we'll continue in the future and come back and continue to build up the base and just finish up the tutorials. So one last thing we'll do is supply power for our base. We'll put this solar panel out front, and that should be enough for now. We'll be at a very good stopping point. We'll face the solar panel this way until we see it go green. There we go. And actually we can yep. So I'll just put the solar panel, you know what, right here, and that should give us power for the base. Okay, so it's not really clear to me if there's any other tutorials I'm supposed to be doing or that I'm missing. So I think what I will do is stop right here. Well, let me take a look at this workbench here. Am I missing anything? I think I can build all these different things. But the only thing left to do is really to go out and continue to explore and try to find some more blueprints. So we'll go ahead and end the game here. Get a save going, but overall the game is a bit grindy, if I can use a description. A lot of resource gathering, a lot of going out and just trying to find ferrite, for example. That took a very long time to do, but that's pretty typical for a lot of survival based games, finding sticks, stones, and other things like that so you can build your base, but shouldn't come as any kind of surprise. But the next time we see this, we'll post this on the channel as an edited version, and we'll be able to skip through all the resource gathering and stuff and just really focus on the base building. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and we will see you on the next live stream again every Saturday night. But for the regular days, Monday through Friday, we will continue to post our shorts and our full version, long form edited videos. So appreciate it.